How's everyone doing? I should put my mask on, sitting here. It's so warm, really, really warm. I hope everyone's managing in the heat. Literally just opened all the windows just to try and let a bit of air through. Okay, so we're going to start our seated session for today. So we're just going to need our weights, so tins if you've got tins, ball if you've got a ball, if not we'll just work without it, and your long band for stretching out afterwards if you've got it. But if you haven't got all them things, absolutely fine, we'll just work without them, we'll just modify the exercise. I'm just going to quickly move this back to sit. So we're going to get started. So I'm just going to quickly check that posture. Just notice how we're sitting on that chair, sitting in that chair. So do you need just to readjust that posture? Are you sitting more on one side than the other? So we don't want that. This chair is not in that position at all. We just drop them shoulders down. We're going to open into the chest. Just really feel that length inside the body and the length through the tummy and back. We're going to engage with that centre. So really think about drawing that belly button to the back of that spine. I'm going to lift up through that pelvic floor. Just trying to make sure that the feet feel evenly placed through the floor. So you get the same amount of weight through the feet, apart from the foot. And knees are in line with hips. So you might just need to grab a book or a block just to try and bring the knees up a little bit. Okay, so just try not to sort of really grip into the hip flexors. We're just going to start to just mobilise and warm up the body. We're just going to start by just bringing the shoulders up and then drop them down. Bring them up and drop them down. And up and down and up and down. Do two more like that. So up and down and up and down. Just drop the head. I'm just going to let it be nice and heavy. I'm just going to roll it from shoulder to shoulder. Just enjoying that nice stretch. Just notice how that neck is feeling. So it always seems to be on the right side that feels tighter. Just trying to work through that tightness. And just noticing if that neck is getting a little bit looser and you're able to get a little bit more movement with it. As you repeat the repetitions, repeat the exercise. And then come round once more. And then come back to centre. We're going to turn the head to one side, come back to the other. And turn and back. And back. Couple more times, just getting that fluid movement through the neck. And turn and back. And back. Let's take it back to drop that head down and roll it round with that shoulder. Just roll around and just enjoy that nice stretch. It might be the first stretch that your neck's had this morning. You might be feeling quite tight. And just feel like it needs a bit of movement. Roll it round, bring it round once more. Bring it back to the middle. Let's just go back into side to side. So look over that shoulder. Just really trying to, without putting any pain or any additional stress on the neck, just turn that neck and side. So just turn that head. Brilliant. We'll do one more and bring it back to the middle. Let's circle that arm around. Just make sure you've got enough room just to move that arm. Just circling round one side, then the other. Sit. Brilliant. And then once more. And then we're going to sweep the arm around. Sweep it across the body. So just bring it in front of the knees. Just sweep around. And just get a little bit of movement into the top of the back as well. So just make this movement quite dynamic. Really come into that stretch. And roll that shoulder around. Really stretch through that arm. Feel that chest stretching as well in front of that shoulder. And once more each side. Last one. And put two together, so really stretch out. You might want to just come forward a little bit to stretch out, just making sure you're nice and safe in your chair. So sweep it right around and sweep round. And do 2 more. Just getting that heart beat up a little bit more. And then just take it round to single arms again. Just do a few more like this. Really moving them arms, just getting them warmed up. And then just roll the shoulders around. Brilliant. Push your hands round or cross your shoulders. Just cross them over. We're just going to turn. Just warming up into the side. And just getting the back movement going. Just turning from side to side using the breath. And then just bring it round in, elbows in line with shoulders. We're just going to turn and come back and turn. Nice and tall. So really check that posture. If you feel like you've just sunken back in your chair a little bit, nice and tall, think about that piece of string drawing up towards the ceiling. Turn and back and turn. Look once more, each side. And then just drop one hand to the chair, lengthen the other one up. Really stretch through the side of the body and come over and come back. Just keep that shoulder down, relaxed, come over and back and over. Really stretching again, always making sure that you're safe. If it doesn't feel right, just don't do it. Lift up, come over. If you need to stop and have a rest, that's absolutely fine. Obviously, it's very, very hot. It's not too hot at the moment here, it's just literally just gone 10. Let's do 2 more. That's going to get a lot hotter and even hotter tomorrow, Ed. Okay, so if we can, we're just going to rest the heel down and just circle that foot round. Just nice big circles with that foot. And round in the other direction. And the same on the other side, just circling round in one direction and circling round in the other. Brilliant. Okay, so let's start our first exercise. So we are going to use the weights. Obviously, it's totally up to you. So if you've got tins, grab your tins. You might want to start with your weights and then decide actually you can carry on with the exercise, but you just need to place the weights down. That's fine. Just work with the arms without the weights. So sit nice and tall. We're going to start our dumb weighter. So relax them shoulders down and make sure you're not starting in this position. Just roll them back, draw them blades down. Not too tight with the elbows into the side. Just relax them elbows down. We're just going to start by taking them out and come back. Take them out and back. Just check that posture and come back and out and back. You're really opening into that chest. And really want to work away from this, want to come away from this position. You want to be rolling the shoulders back and really keeping that open position through the chest. Open and back. Do one more. And just take one arm out and bring it back. And the other and back. Breathe. Lift up through that pelvic floor. Think about that center. One more on each arm. And open. And this time, hold on to your weights. We're going to take them out. Lengthen. Palms down. Palms up. Bring them back into the start position and finish it. We'll take it out. We're going to lengthen. So shoulders not up. Release them shoulders down. Hold on to your weights. Come up, back, and in. Open, out, down, up, open, out, down, back, in. Let's get done with that. Hopefully the knees are staying still, so we're just working the top of the body. If you need to just tuck that ball in between the knees to stop them from moving, then that's absolutely fine. Do 2 more. And down and up and back and in, and one more, and down and up and back. Brilliant. Just bring the weights down. I want you to circle through the wrists. And then circle round in the other direction. Just make that fist, just drop it down, lengthen the arms out, just drop that fist down. Just to really stretch out. Just gently use the other hand just to bring that fist a little bit closer in towards the body. Just stretch out into that arm. Same on the other side, just gently pull it towards the body. Just stretching out. Just enjoying that long stretch through the hand and down into the arm. Okay. So from here we're going to work our hands and our forearms. So we're going to start by taking our hands just out to the side. So starting the way we were a minute ago, shoulders down, relaxed. Not pushing the elbows or squeezing the elbows into the side, just relax them down and they're just there. The palms down. We're going to turn the palms up. We're going to turn them down. Turn them up and down. So what you think about is that movement just coming from the elbow. So you can, if you place your hand here, you can actually feel the movement coming from here. And you can feel the bottom of the bicep working as well. You just place your hand on the bottom of that bicep, you can feel that working. So turn them down, turn them up, and turn them down. And up. So rotate quickly the elbows. You're working the forearms. Palms up, palms down. Palms up, and down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then we do one up and one down. One up and one down. One up, one down. Just turning, palms down and one palm up. Again, think about that, where that movement is coming from. Shoulders are nice and still. Bottom half of the body is just disengaged. It's just, just relaxed. Nice and tall through that spine. Do one more, and then let's take the arms out. So relax the shoulders down before we start. Make sure arms aren't up too high. So just in line or just a little bit lower than the shoulders. Start with palms down. We're going to do exactly the same thing. Palms up, palms down. Palms up, palms down. So if you look towards your elbows, you can see the movement coming from there. So it's not a whole movement. We haven't got an exercise to do like that, but from here it's just this exercise, just kind of that bottom arm. And turn that palm right up, turn it down. And up and down. And up and down. And up and down. 4 more. And down. And 3. And 2. And 1. And then we take one up and one down. Just alternate. Slow it right down to make sure that movement is just coming. 4, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just bring the fingertips up towards the ceiling and just gently pull the fingers towards the shoulder. So just apply a little bit of pressure. You might feel that stretch down the inside of the arm. Nice and tall. You can try and get that real length, so try and get that sense of really lengthening down into your wrist to really feel that stretch. So you're almost pushing into that wrist. And the same on the other side, just gently feeling that stretch, just noticing which arm is tighter than the other. Brilliant. And then just roll around at the wrists. More around in the other direction. Okay, so we're going to work our biceps. So sit nice and tall. Put your weights, or we're working without weights, whatever works for you, whatever feels best. Arms down, nice and long. Just let the weights bring the shoulders down, so draw the legs down towards the back pockets or down towards the floor. So we're just going to start by just bringing the weights up towards the shoulders. and up and up. And up. Keep the arms tucked in towards the side of the body. And up. And up. And up. And up. And up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring the arms here. We're going to bring them out slightly away from the body. And from here, we're going to continue to just tuck the shoulders and come down. So nice and slow with that movement. It just makes it a little bit more challenging. Come up to the shoulders and come down. We can do 6 from here. 6. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2, and 1, brilliant. And then just bring the weights down. I'm just going to roll the shoulders. Just roll around. Nice big circles through the shoulders. Just roll one round, draw it right back, roll the other, draw it round and round. Then just roll that shoulder round and leave it in that position. Roll around and leave it in that position. We're going to grab our weights again. We're going to work our triceps. Is it nice and tall? So either working with the weights or without. We're going to bring the arms down by the side of the body. So because we're coming forward in our chair, I want us to make sure we're really working quite strong through that centre. So really bring that belly button to the back of the spine. We're going to lift up through that pelvic floor. Arms tucked in. So coming forward, we're going to bend the elbows up. Relax them shoulders. We're going to bring it back and back. So out and in. Nice and strong through that tummy. And out and out. Not got too much room here, but I can just about lunge in. Do 6. Keep tummy nice and strong. 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Just come up for a moment. Just roll that shoulder around, and then roll the other round. Let's reset that posture nice and tall. Think about that nice strong centre. And keep the arms nice and long. We're going to come forward. So get that centre, draw that belly away from the thighs. We're going to bring it up and down, and up and down, up and down. Keep breathing. Exhale, inhale. Up, come down, and up, and come down. While we're there, can we take the arms off and can we pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just bring them weights down. Just place them down on the floor. We're going to come into our tricep stretch. We just bring the arm down if we can, reaching down the back, using the other hand at the elbow, and just feeling that stretch out along that tricep muscle. And if we can, just gently push the arm away, you should feel that stretch even more. It's a really nice stretch. And then swapping over, gently guiding the arm down. And then just gently pushing the arm back. And just really feel that stretch. And then come back. Okay. We're going to start moving down the body now, so we can do the spine stretch, or spine twist, whatever you call it. So crossing the arms over, or hands on shoulders, whatever feels best for you. I might just put hands on shoulders. Just relax them shoulders down. So having the hands there, in whatever position, just reminds you to just that visual to keep them shoulders down. Nice and tall. Draw them blades down towards the back pockets. I'm just going to turn and come back. and turn. Keeping that core nice and strong. And turn and back. Shoulders down, relaxed. And turn and back. And back. And back. And back. And breathe. And back. Turn and back. Do one more side. Turn and back. And turn. And back. I'm going to lengthen the arms out so I can just see my hands at the corners of my eyes, so I don't want to be too far back with them arms. Lengthen through that spine, think about that piece of string draws up to the ceiling. We're going to turn and come back. So same movement, just with the lengthened arms out. Just making sure the knees aren't moving as we turn. So often, yeah, what happens, the knees will move as well, shoulders down. Turn and come back. 4, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bring the arms down and just roll the shoulders round. Just roll them round. Just take one round and then the other. Take one round and the other. And then the other. Okay. So we're going to use the weights again. So just going to work the quads and just put them aside. So resting the weights on the thighs, or if we don't use the weights, or it's a little bit awkward because we've got tins, it might be just a little bit more awkward. We just want to place some pressure there, not on the kneecaps, just onto the thighs. So we're just going to be trying to resist that movement. So just making that, let the legs work a little bit harder. So I'm going to place my weights on my thighs, like I say, not on the knees. And if you want to add that ball just to stop the knees from coming in, you can. So just reset that posture, relax them shoulders, find that nice tall spine. Even weight with the feet. So we're just going to press into the weight slightly or press into the knees to try and just create some resistance when coming up, just making that movement a little bit more challenging. So we're just going to bring the legs up and come down. We're just coming up onto the balls of feet and down. And coming up and down. And 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 this time we're going to come up. And we're going to hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. We're going to come up and hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Reapply that pressure, make it a little bit harder than the legs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come down. Look, once more, come up and hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come down. Brilliant. Okay. So moving on, we are just going to either, place the hands. Some of you, I don't know if you have, but some of you might have the magic circle, which I haven't got up here, but downstairs, which you'll just be placing round thighs. If not, we're just going to get rid of the ball. And you're going to place your hands just on the outside of your thighs. We're going to sit nice and tall. Relax them shoulders down. I'm going to push the legs out towards the hands and just try and stop the legs from moving. So you're really connecting with the quads and bringing the glutes. So you're going to fix them hands there, you're going to push the legs out towards the hands, and the hands are stopping from coming in. And relax. And push. 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 Relax. I'm going to push and hold. So push and hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. I'm going to push and hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. We're going to push and hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. And then push and hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Brilliant. Just roll the shoulders round. Just release when we do a little bit of, applying that pressure. And then we're just going to grab the ball, place the ball back between the knees. We're going to work in the other direction. So don't put the ball either a cushion folded over or just using your fists. Ball's there, and we're just going to push into that ball, and we're going to release. We're going to push and release. We're going to push and release. And push and release. And squeeze and release. And squeeze and release. And squeeze and release. And squeeze. This time we're going to push and we're going to squeeze and hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. We're going to push and hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Just activating the legs, push and hold. A little squeeze in the glutes as well, and hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Do it once more. Push and hold for 6, 5, 4, don't fit in the glutes. 3, 2, 1, release. Brilliant. Okay, just moving that block out of the way. I'm just going to place the foot on the ball. And just relax the foot there, apply that pressure to the ball. So we're going to imagine that we've got that line in front of us, and we're going to try and roll that ball along that line. So push out and come back. Push out and come back. So if you need to place your hands either side of the leg to stop from moving too much, that's absolutely fine. Push out and come back. Push out and back. Push out and back. So that pressure into the ball, push out and back. And then push out and back. And then from there, we're just going to push down the ball, bring it up. Push down and up. Push down and up. Push down and up. I'm just going to swap it over and place the foot on the ball. Apply that pressure to the ball. Think about that imaginary line, that white line out in front. You're going to roll that ball along the line and you're going to bring it back in. You're going to roll it out, making sure the shoulders don't come forward, making sure as you roll that ball forward, you're not coming forward with the body as well. So nice and tall. Come forward and come back. Forward and back. And forward and back. And forward and back. And back, and then just push down that ball and come back. Push down and up. Push down and up. Push down and up. I'll do that once more. Push down and up. Look at that ball, and then bring the block back. I'm just going to just work the which way to the block. Okay, so just want to think about that movement of that foot. So we want to think about rolling and just peeling that foot away from the floor and then placing it back down again. So just rolling through the foot and then coming back, just working one foot. So heel, ball, toes, toes, ball, heel. And just rolling through that foot. Just getting that movement and roll through. And come back down. Roll through and down. And down. Just roll it through. Rolling through that foot, just get that movement. Just get as much movement there as possible. And then place it back down again. Just peel that foot away on the floor. Trying to keep that leg still, so you're not moving that leg from side to side as you do so. So you can place your foot. Imagine that knee is wedged between the brick wall. Windows open, noise going on, and come up. Just rolling that foot away. Just thinking about keeping that knee really still and in line. You don't want to be, as you're working that foot, you don't want to be bring it out to the side. So again, make sure you imagine that whole foot is just wedged between two foot walls, and the same with the knee and the leg. That's it, and then come down. And then just circle round the ankle. And then circle round. So get as much movement there as you can. And then do the same on the other side. So you can let the knee move now. Let's get as much movement as possible. And then round in the other direction. Brilliant. Okay, so let's do some stretching to finish the session. Okay, so turn your block around, back around. So again, just reset that posture before we start our stretching. Just sit nice and tall. I just want us to take the hands to the back of the head. I just want you to lengthen through that neck as we bring the head forward for a stretch. So we're not pulling that head forward, we're just gently help it to come forward. Sitting up nice and tall, making sure we're not coming forward too much. Just drop that chin down and then come up. Just drop it down and then come up. Just drop it down and up. Drop it down and come up. And we'll do that once more. We're going to hold this one. So drop that head down. We're going to hold that there. And then come back. You can, we're just going to bring the arms in and come back out. Bring the arms in, just stretch into the top of the back. Bring them in and come back. And bring them in and come back. From there, we're going to bring the arm right up to the ceiling. Can't actually see what I'm doing, but basically I'm really stretching the arms up, trying to touch the ceiling with my fingertips, really stretching up. So we're bringing the shoulders up, we're feeling that we're nice and light on our chair, and just stretching through the sides, both sides of the body, and then we're going to just drop the shoulders down. So get that feeling of sliding the shoulders down, sliding the shoulder blades down, and then we're going to stretch up again, so we're really becoming nice and light on our chairs. And we can look up towards the ceiling, get that feeling. Really stretch it up and then drop them shoulders down. I'm going to do that again, really stretch up. Just really enjoy that feeling through the body. And come back, do that once more and stretch up. And drop them shoulders down. And then we're going to stretch up with one and bring the other one down. So like we're drawing down. And then come up and stretch with the other. And come up with the other and pull it down. And stretch. So again, getting to the side of the body. It might be creeping around, but stretching to the back as well. And really pull the arm down. Really stretch that one up. Come up. And come up. And stretch. And both arms out, drop the shoulders down, bring the arms around to the side. From there, we're going to get that lovely stretch into the spine. Imagine you're hugging that big beach ball, sitting on the beach somewhere really nice and hot. And we're just getting that lovely stretch into the back. If that's too much for that, hands on thighs and stretch like that. So just hug that big imaginary beach ball. And come up nice and tall, drop the shoulders down, and we're going to stretch. Head towards hips. And come up nice and tall. You want to find that curve through the spine, so like that letter C. Drop them shoulders down. And come up. And stretch. And come up. If we can, we're going to grab one wrist up to the ceiling and just gently pull on that wrist to come over and stretch the side of the body. Now, if that's something that you don't feel safe doing, place a hand on the chair and stretch out like we often do. So just coming over a few times, come back and come over and hold this stretch. So really, really hold this stretch. Feel it creeping all up the side. And then turn, push into the chair and turn to look towards the floor. So that does turn into a stretch into just creeping around the back. And then come back and come up. Take the other one up. So lengthen through the side of the body. And come over and really feel that stretch. We'll do 3 here, just moving through it. Really getting as much length through that arm. So really getting that stretch into the side of the body. Come back. We'll do this one. And then we're going to turn to look towards the floor. Really feeling that stretch. And come back. And come up. Just going to take the opposite arm to the leg. Try not to move that leg. So pushing into that leg. Just going to turn and you can just hold onto the chair as well. Find length through that spine. And just turn to look toward the back of the room. Keep breathing, just check that posture. And then come round and turn. Breathe. And come back. I'm just going to move my block out of the way. We're just going to, actually I'll keep my block so I can keep my heel on the floor. So to feel the stretch, you need to try and keep that heel on the floor and lengthen out through that leg. So using a band, I've got my band with me, it's downstairs. So rest on the floor if you haven't got the band, not on the kneecap. Just like I say, try and get as much length behind that knee, flexing that foot to really feel that stretch. And just coming forward. So try not to curl into that. You need length through the spine, keeping that chin slightly tucked and just coming forward. And you can really feel that down there. Just breathe, shoulders down and relax. And then from there, just circle that ankle round in one direction again and circle round in the other. So nice big circles. Brilliant. And just moving that block. Just changing that band from one foot to the other. Just setting up the same way, so finding that length behind the knee. Bringing the toes towards the shins, toes to the nose, as they say. Resting the hands on the thigh if you haven't got the band. And then just come forward, remembering that length, remembering to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just tucking that chin very slightly. Relaxing them shoulders down, drawing that tummy away. And just ideally hold it for about 15 to 20 seconds. And then from there, just circle that foot, circle round in one direction, and circle round in the other. Brilliant. Well done, everyone. Hopefully, when you do this video, this video, it won't be as hot as it is at the moment. Hopefully, it'll be a bit cooler. But yeah, take care and yeah, keep drinking in this heat.